Hi, everybody.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Hanging in there.
Hi, Tracy.
Hello.
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 All right.
Yeah. Good.
So today we're going to be talking about how we market our businesses, right? We got a question from Susie Luttrell as a comment on one of our videos.
Yay.
And
Thank
she
you
asked
for
if we could cover it, so we're going to.
Yeah. So for the rest of everybody, if you want to hear about something specific.
Yeah, comment. We're reading them. Comment. We're actually replying to them too. So
we're getting it figured out.
Slowly but surely, we are figuring it out.
I halfway joke. I think I need another 24 hours, but I think I would fill those up and be in the same boat.
Still be the same.
Yeah.
I really think I'd just try to do more. Yeah.
I'm with you. I think, yeah. Oh, we got 24 more hours. Let me do this, this, and this. And there I am spinning on the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to not do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Same.
No, I was writing in my calendar what I have to do, on what days in September, just doctor's visits. But still, I went through it and went, there aren't very many days open in September.
Right.
It's not, the beginning of the month.
Yeah, it's the first. Yes, it is the beginning of the month.
So, yeah.
Yeah, today's September 1st. So by the time everybody sees this, the long weekend will be over. So hopefully everybody had a wonderful long weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, marketing your business is a struggle to me at first.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's kind of something you've got to get rolling. And once you get the whole thing moving, it rolls easier and it moves easier, right? But it's a struggle when you first start out to get it rolling.
Mm-hmm. I think the word that we're going to use throughout the rest of the broadcast today is going to be consistency.
Yeah.
And consistency does not mean every day, every other day. It means being consistent. Whatever your consistency is sticking to it.
Yeah. And you need to be a little bit diverse in how you're advertising yourself or marketing yourself too. So I don't know that any of us are on one platform. Like just if you look at social media, advertising and how we're marketing ourselves, all three of us are on multiple platforms, right? So figuring out how to get stuff out to multiple platforms at once, right? So that you can get, whatever the current thing is in your life out there so that people can see it.
And I think I'm going to be adding a new one, so it's all good.
I'm avoiding adding a new one.
There's a new one?
Yeah, there's a WhatsApp or something. There's a WhatsApp or something. That is just really, it's more for, I'm probably saying it wrong. So please, my brain is fried at the moment.
It's okay. Isn't WhatsApp a phone thing, a phone number thing?
Right. No, there's a.
I probably sound like I'm 90 at the moment.
No, you're fine. There's another one, and I'll get it later. But it's an open up to crafters. It's something that was, and it's a newer one. Now they're opening up to crafters, and quilt stores are really kind of hopping on a little bit more. So
maybe it's get my head in the game.
I think it's
I'm still fighting going on TikTok, so
Yeah.
I don't have TikTok.
I'm probably not going to do TikTok.
Yeah.
No. My daughter says, "Yeah, you are, Mom. You watch YouTube shorts. They're just repurposed TikTok videos." I'm like, "No, they're not."
Well, and even if they are, I'm still not logging into TikTok.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And at some point you need to pick your poison and just say, I'm going to, to me, Facebook is phenomenal. And I think people our age are on Facebook more so. We call it grandma Facebook now because, we're all the olders. My youngers are not on Facebook at all. Not even on Instagram. They're heading towards YouTube.
YouTube has cycled back. And I think that has to do with Twitch not being as popular. Twitch is a gaming platform. And YouTube gaming has gone head to head with Twitch in the last couple of years, and it's winning. So I think that the younger generation is coming back to YouTube because let's be honest, YouTube is the grandpa YouTube was here long before Facebook, MySpace, all of that stuff.
Yes.
And now it's the popular thing again.
It's the second most used search engine ever
in the world. Yeah.
Yes. So Google's first and then YouTube.
And then YouTube.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. So in case you missed what we're just saying, if you aren't on YouTube yet, we would all suggest you get on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's a great way to get your message out. And if you're marketing, the hardest thing in the world, especially if you're an introvert, is to get in front of a camera and say your message, right? It gets easier over time, trust me. So you need to get in front of a camera.
It gets easier to let go of your mistakes. It does not necessarily get easier in front of the camera, but I feel like it gets easier to go, well, that was pretty stupid looking.
And I don't do this because, Kathy does silly reels. They're so cute. My personality really, that's very hard for me, right? So I don't do that. But I do education on YouTube, and I put messages out on YouTube, right? So it's, you could even just sit there and talk to them for a few minutes and say, hey, just wanted you to know I have availability for Christmas. Bring some quilts in, because right now that's topical, right? Most longarmers are starting to book up for Christmas already. We're in September, right? We only have a couple months left.
Oh my God.
I did it again. Oh, my fault.
Oh, I went to that big store last week or the week before, the big store that you have to pay to shop at.
Yeah, the one that starts with C. Yeah.
Yeah. And they had all kinds of C stuff out already. I nearly left. Dude, we have Labor Day. We have Halloween.
Like 2 Thanksgivings, right?
2 Thanksgivings. Remembrance Day.
Mm-hmm.
Put
Veterans Day.
Put the trees away.
Oh, wait, Veterans Day in the first year. There's something.
No, Veterans Day is in November.
Veterans Day, wait.
You're thinking Memorial Day.
Yeah, oh God, I'm mixed.
Remembrance
I told
Day,
you,
November
not
11th.
missed.
Yeah, Remembrance Day is November 11th, but we also have Veterans Day in the U.S. in the second Tuesday of November.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's just so many.
Right, and we have dumbed it down to one holiday.
Yeah, there's so many that we can't even remember them all or get their names right or the dates, right? But we go straight from school shopping to Christmas.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying you should be decorating for Christmas already. I really do think you should celebrate all of the fall holidays.
Yes.
But I am about to send a message out to my quilting customers. Hey guys, guess what?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is time. It is time.
You're going to get us one. You need to get us one.
Yeah.
So, just short, you can, on YouTube, you can do long videos like what you're watching right now. You can also do something called Reels, which are just short little, 30-second videos or something like that?
Up to 60 seconds.
Up to 60 seconds, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, get comfortable in front of a camera.
Have fun.
Have fun.
One of my biggest reels is the one where I look the absolute dorkiest. It's my little loon, and I got 2 bottles of wine. I'm like acting like a loon because I am a loon, and it has gone insane viral. And it's just, and then Kate's in bare feet doing wine glasses, and it's just the stupidest thing. But you know what? It makes people laugh, and so I'm okay looking stupid if it makes people laugh.
I should start doing reels because I do stupid stuff all day long.
You would be fabulous. I mean, not that. Okay, I didn't say that. That sounded really bad. You would be fabulous at that, Tracy. That's not what I meant. Your personality would be so beautiful in front of the camera is what I really mean.
I get what you mean. It's okay.
And Kathy's like, I'm just going to go away.
I'm going to suck those words back in.
No, I knew what you meant, and I knew where it was coming from. I did not take it. It's fine.
Yeah, and I'm thinking,
I live with me, remember?
Yeah. But I mean, if you're long arm quilting and you don't want to get in front of the camera, hook a camera to your long arm.
There's so many videos of just stitching out. Or rolling off the quilt or loading the quilt. I
Or
mean,
pictures of it after it's quilted so they can see all the texture. I mean, you get to choose how you want to market yourself.
Or just take pictures and make it into a video out of pictures. It looks beautiful with some simple music. Put it up there so people can see your work, and you're going to get work from that.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be hard. There are some online websites out there that you can use that will help you do this. The biggest one is one called Canva. That's Canva. And you can actually schedule out to your social media. So you can create things in Canva and then use that program to then populate your social media.
You can edit videos in Canva.
You can edit videos. You can create intros and outros. You can just do Facebook posts if you just want a picture on your Facebook. Canva is really, really powerful, and it's easy to use.
Very intuitive, yes.
So if you're a little bit leery of software, create a Canva account. The initial account is,
check it out.
Yeah, the initial account for Canva is free. So I would go up and look at it and see what you can do with it. I'm not going to be, I mean, to be completely transparent, I do pay for Canva, but I didn't for a very long time. And I do that because you get more content if you pay, not because I needed more features necessarily.
I use it every day.
Yeah.
I swear, every day. It's a thing.
Yeah. I mean, I posted a class before we got on here.
Yep.
So yeah, every Facebook post I do is done in Canva.
I never think to use my Canva account to do that. I have the pay. I pay as well to have that account, but it's never occurred to me. That's good.
So what I want to get better at, Tracy, is to actually create my stuff a week in advance. Let's even just a couple days in advance and have it just populate. So I'm not constantly trying to generate it last minute like I was today to get something up. I'm going to try to be better, but I use Canva every day, every single day. And I have other graphics programs I could be using. I mean, I have Illustrator, so I could be using it.
Yeah, but you're real smarty pants.
Illustrator's not overly user friendly. You have to take a class to be able to use it, guys. So I mean, MS Publisher, if you have a business account with Microsoft, it's pretty easy too. It's a lot like Canva. And then some of the, if you think way back when to, when I was, would have had kids in elementary school if I had kids, things like Printmaster, right? Softwares that were pretty easy to use to do, banners and stuff. Canva does all of that now. I don't have to have 14 different softwares.
Plus they have templates.
They do have templates.
Really beautiful because all you have to do is change out the picture and drop in something, maybe change a little bit of wording and you're good to go.
Well, or I didn't get it the right size to begin with. I really need this to be a Facebook template or an Instagram, a Facebook post or an Instagram, not the same size. You would think they would be. They're owned by the same company, but they're not. So I can change the template and it resizes my little graphic for me. And then I can resize the items on my graphic if I need to. So it's super quick.
Right. And you don't need to know the knowledge of what size is this and what size is that and what size is Instagram, what size is a thumbnail on YouTube, what's the size is a reel, and it's all there for you. So it's just well worth, and you can brand, you can set it up when you pay for it. You can put your brand in and your coloring and your font and all of that beautiful stuff. And so it's all just there always at your fingertips.
Yeah. Now I would suggest that your logo, that you talk to if you're not good at doing stuff like that,
yes,
you talk to somebody who is.
And it's good to have a nice logo that people recognize, and it can be something really simple.
Oh, my new one is real simple, but it's pretty and it's modern and it's clean, right? So my first logo was not as clean as my new one is. Got creative with the font and somebody did it for me, but the new one is much better than the old one was. So the other thing is to be, over time you will rebrand yourself.
Sure.
So yeah, Tracy's rebranded herself. I've rebranded myself. So yeah.
Mine would be very expensive because the big old sign out front. But I'm not planning on it anytime soon.
But you've
I kept my
changed how you
same
use it.
logo. I changed my colors.
Yeah, you changed your colors. That's exactly what you
I
did. when you
much
rebranded.
prefer my colors now.
The new colors, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Canva is again, Tracy, you need to dive deep on the branding side of it. It is phenomenal, and the app is fabulous too. To take it, I can start something on the computer and I can finish it on my phone, or if I need to download something because I forgot it on the computer, I can download it on my phone. And
and I pay for it.
Yeah, well, and
So
you started
I just
on your
wasn't using it
desktop.
for that, but that's a great idea, and I do like that because I can go up on the, the, what do they call it? I usually call it my Android laptop.
Oh, your tablet?
Chromebook?
Windows. No,
Windows.
it's an HP. I
Okay.
just always say Android, my Android computer.
Right, you can
My friend
switch
Jess is like,
operating
It's
systems.
not an Android
Yes.
computer. It's called a Windows-based.
Yeah. So I do them on my laptop, which is Windows based, and then I'll pick up my iPad and keep working on it.
Yeah, because you just log in and it's
Yeah,
all
you just
still
log
there.
in.
All your work's still there. So I've done that. Because I
So you-
prefer working on my.
And you can make
use it on a Chromebook too, which it would be Android. So
Right.
that's why when she said
Yeah.
Android, I was like, "You have a Chromebook? You have a Chromebook?"
No, I know, and he's always. I love him. He gets pretty fiery about that.
But when using social media, can we talk about how when you think you just learn how to do social media, what happens? It
It
changes.
changes.
Ugh.
It's frustrating.
It is
I understand
frustrating.
it, but it's frustrating. You just start to get used to one thing, and then
Just when you think you understand the YouTube algorithm, they completely change it. And what you're doing isn't getting you in front of people anymore.
Right. Just the number of hashtags. Instagram like this many hashtags, YouTube like this many hashtags. So my advice to you is to kind of find a happy medium, but don't flip and have a heart attack when you put 3 hashtags instead of 2 hashtags, or vice versa. Just go with it and it's fine. Just to relax a little bit, because you can have a potential to really nerd out on this stuff. I will tell you, because I do.
Use technology to help you.
Yes.
So when you're writing descriptions and stuff, there's chat bots that you can use that will help you write descriptions.
Oh.
We have laughed about many things that they have written for Kathy, because Kathy uses them, but we've laughed a lot about things that they've written at times. But it's like having your own writers right there with you. You're not going to use probably exactly what any of them write, but it gives you ideas on how to make your words flow a little bit better and change them so that they're unique, right? So you do not want the description on every single video you do to be the same. They need to be different. They need to have different tags. Some can be the same, but you need to have some new tags too, so that you're hitting different places in the algorithm.
It's all dumb after a while.
Yeah,
just have fun and do it and get some stuff out there. Sometimes I think this is going to work really well because I do a Sunday funny. One thing I have done consistently, even from my basement to here, is do a Sunday funny. And Doug and I will be laughing and going, "This one's going to go really well." And I'll be like, "Dang, it tanked." And then I'll put one together because it's like nanoseconds before I usually post. And I'm like throwing something together and it flies off the wall. I'm like, what just happened?
It's the ones you don't work at that go viral. It really is the ones you don't work at.
It's just basically it's a crapshoot. Sorry for being a little bit on that side, but sometimes things stick and some things they don't.
And here's the thing: you also want to look at your demographics when you're deciding what to concentrate on, right? Yeah. So, I'm not as heavy into like Instagram as a lot of people are. I'm heavier into YouTube and Facebook. Mm-hmm. You want to look at what your demographics, who you think you're targeting, mm-hmm. and then talk to people that you think would be in that group and find out what social media they're using, especially if you're going to pay for ads on that social media platform, whatever it is, right? Make sure that you are going to a platform, or that if you're paying, that you're paying for something that's actually going to help you. Because I could send out an ad on Facebook, to, you know, a 50-mile radius for, you know, women over a certain age who like crafting, and actually hit not a single quilter, even though there's 1,500 of them in my county, right? So you want to make sure that you're getting to those 1,500 people you want to be your audience, right? So, yeah.
Gotcha.
And there's simple things to do besides social media to promote yourself.
Oh, yeah. County register or country register? Country, I think it's country register.
Go to your
Join a
quilt
guild.
guild.
Quilt guild.
Yep.
Take quilts and show your quilting at a guild.
Yep.
It's amazing.
I'll do so many for free. I mean, you can, you don't want to necessarily offer up that free word, but you could also send me, maybe offer a discount, maybe offer, you refer a friend, you get $5 off or $10, $20 off your next one if you refer a friend. There's all kinds of great ways that you can do some stuff.
Yeah. Or you can have a, you know, every 6 quilt is 50% off. I mean, you can have a punch card of some sort. There's lots of ways that you can market differently. I used to give a discount if they brought the bag back that their quilt went out in. They're all branded with my name, so I know if they got them here, right?
That's a good one.
So yeah. So, because then I know that they're a repeat customer. They have my bag. And it also means I don't have to give them a second bag.
Right. Recycling. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I mean, there's things like that. Sometimes, like if you're offering free things, think about things that mean a lot to your customers and aren't as expensive for you. Like include batting every once in a while.
Right. Sometimes offer free batting is fabulous every once in a while.
Because it may not cost you, if you're able to get it wholesale, it's not going to cost as much to you, but it's still worth every penny that the retail price is, because that's what your customers would have to pay for it.
Right.
Right. So there's that side of it too. Try to think of things that would be enticing to you if you were the client, right? And then put it out there. Put an ad in your local guild's newsletter. Sponsor something at your local guild, right? I mean, Tracy and I have both had quilt-ins at our stores for our guilds. I think Kathy has too, but I'm not sure. So yeah. And sometimes they'll work, sometimes they'll fall flat. Sometimes you have to try 4 or 5 things until you find something that resonates with your audience.
Right. Right.
Right.
And thank you notes go very far. Thank you notes go fabulous. Even when we send out our product, I put a note by, it's me or the staff signing, thank you for purchasing with us. We appreciate you. Things like that, just as much as possible. Thank you notes are fabulous.
Every invoice we send out says, you know, thank you for your business. Happy quilting, right?
Yes.
Because we do appreciate their business.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. And sometimes it's hard to remember when you have 14 orders going out and the mailman's standing there looking at you. I have to write this on here real quick.
Right.
But the mailman actually told me the other day I needed to buy a stamp. Not the same, mister.
Exactly.
He came back. He was very sweet. He goes, let me just deliver up and I'll come back. Okay.
That's awesome.
Nice guy. But yeah.
And emails. Should we talk about email or kind of like?
Yeah. I mean,
kind of like that thank you note, but a little bit more personalized.
So if you are going to do emails, I strongly suggest you use a service that is going to make sure that you are not going to have a spam violation. There are specific rules that you have to follow in the United States to not be spamming people. And if you get a spam violation, it's a big check to the federal government, guys. So things like MailChimp, there's several. MailChimp's just one of them. Right. They want the people to go up and sign up with them for you. So you actually put a link on your website or a link on your Facebook page, and your customers can go up and sign up themselves.
Yes. And they can also unsubscribe is the biggest thing. Unsubscribe.
The big thing is the one-click unsubscribe. They have to be able to unsubscribe from your email newsletter with one click, no questions asked.
Right. For sure.
So yeah. So they have to give permission. That's why you want to let them go sign up, because that way they have given permission for you to email their email address. And the second one is they have to be able to unsubscribe at any time. So,
Yes, ma'am.
and I don't know what the rules are in Canada, but typically our rules end up being very similar to one another.
I don't know. I don't know what the rules are, but I use MailChimp. So
Yeah. So, and MailChimp would know the rules.
yeah.
And here's the thing, it protects you as well. So you got to think about protecting yourself. Like if you do any texting or emailing, it's from a service that they can't get back to you easily. That's all you're trying to do, is just to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
So like Facebook Messenger,
Mhm.
they're not texting your phone, right?
Yeah.
It may come in on your phone, but it's not your phone number. Trying to keep your cell phone and your business separate, even if it's just using something like a Google Voice number.
Yes.
Try to keep your personal cell phone number out of the public domain. This is something I've learned over time. I wish I had done and I didn't.
Right.
So yeah, if I ever retire from this, I'm going to have to get a different cell phone number.
I think I look forward to that day.
Yeah.
So then just my children and my husband have it and we'll be good. Well, my friends.
Hey.
Yay! My friends. The people I want. It's all, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the funny thing that cracks me up about it, because I've talked about it, is just then trying to write the phone off is just a hard thing too. So it's a good thing. But check with if you have a tax accountant, some of this stuff is, important to give as business expenses.
Yeah. The only way I do it is this, right? One of them I write off and one of them I don't, because,
I know. Thinking about it.
But I'm paying for 2 phones, guys. So,
Right.
yeah. So it's worth it in my world though. And I'm
Right.
slowly transitioning business onto the second phone because it gets to be too much.
Right.
And then I don't pay attention to anything because I'm getting 400 text messages and, I missed them. Even though I may have looked at it, I didn't even see it, right? I just scrolled through trying to see what's there.
Right. Don't discount Facebook. Facebook is good.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook
It's
is
still
for
good for
grandmas.
demographics, yeah.
Facebook is for grandmas now.
So, okay, but if you want to attract modern quilters, Instagram is good. So, I mean,
Instagram is harder to get people to follow you. I'm just going to be honest about it. Facebook seems to be easier to get people to follow us. I'm clawing for every single one on Instagram, but that's okay. It's just a different beast. It's different beast. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think people follow a little bit more on TikTok, but I think they follow random people and it's not real. So I feel TikTok is really not that real. But that's just me. That's my humble opinion.
Yeah,
that is Kathy's humble opinion.
TikTok is weird because you can pay for views on TikTok. So it's a little bit weird. So you can make yourself look more popular than you actually are. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you can do that on all of them.
Ew.
Yeah. Ew. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the world of trying to make money.
Well, and here's the thing. If you're putting stuff on, this is going to sound weird, but have your friends, your kids, your husband, your mom, whoever, say, could you watch my video on Facebook for me? Yeah. Especially if they're short, just watch the whole video and keep going. Right. Like it, even if they're not interested in your content, because it'll help you build an audience. Yes. And you'll be put in front of other people too. And then eventually they can unsubscribe. Mm-hmm. Like my dad doesn't really like my YouTube channel, but he is one of my followers.
Hey, I took a picture of my 1,000th follower. What do you mean? I actually was sitting next to him, and it was one of my employees' husbands. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to take a picture. John, you and me, you're my 1,000th follower. And
I was trying to figure out how she knew who it was.
I'm watching my numbers. I'm at 999, 999, 999. Come on, 1,000.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's a magic number on YouTube.
Yes, it is. 1,000 is a magic number.
So when you start geeking out, and we can start talking followers and likes, and there's some tools on the back end on all of these platforms that are very important for you to learn when you are ready to learn them, but they help you to post better at a better time when your people are on. It is kind of scary. Yes. We all know when we're all on Facebook. My Facebook knows when all of my people, the majority, are on.
Oh, yeah.
Gives me recommendations of when to post.
Mm-hmm.
I do not do a lot of posts throughout the day. It's between 5 and 8 p.m. is my time that I really like post, because that's when people are on.
Yeah, they're off of work and on Facebook. So, and that's important too, as weird as it sounds, when you post is important. And then if you're not sure what to do, like if you want to get involved in social media and you're not sure, there are actually companies that will help you do that. And sometimes you can talk to your local college and talk to a marketing class and become, somebody's project for that semester.
Yes. Yes.
That's a good idea.
Right. Those kids have to start somewhere on getting the portfolio built.
Yeah, they need a portfolio to get a job. So anybody who's in the market, Kathy's has a son that does portfolio or does marketing. I have a nephew that is a marketing major, and they have to have portfolios to get a real job. So they're actively looking for people to help, right? So that they can get that portfolio and get a real gig.
Right.
So
right.
yeah.
Cool. Of course, video editing, he tells me. He'll probably have a comment on that one, but that'll be fabulous. I'd love to hear what he has to say.
Yeah. So right now, my sweet nephew is editing a video for us, and he actually asked me, do I edit out every time you sneeze, Aunt Angela? And I was like, oh my gosh, I was sneezing in the video? Yes, if you can. If not, oh well.
That's funny.
Well, we are human. We do sneeze.
We do sneeze.
We do sneeze. And this is more real.
And we drink our coffee, and we,
Right. We bounce back and forth. We laugh and giggle and make faces, and
we do.
That's all good.
But that's a part of it too, is let yourself be yourself, right?
That's the ultimate in all of this, I would say, is if you're yourself, you will enjoy it more than if you try to put on a persona that's really not you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think in this day and age, we are looking for people in our lives that that people that we allow in when we allow them in on Facebook or whatever that we can relate to. So if you can be relatable, that's half the battle.
Be authentic.
Yes, for sure. So
that's the best advice. Just
right?
You.
Yeah. And forget what everybody else is doing. Forget what the quilter next door or down the street is doing. Who cares?
So I'm going to tease Tracy a little bit. So Tracy posted something on Facebook. I thought it was adorable. She walked out to her truck, came back in, and realized she had posted the arrow to her sign the wrong way. So it was telling people to not go
to the grass.
Yeah. And I'm like,
the parking lot to the grass.
But maybe you just came up with the best new thing.
Right.
Like, and you don't know until you do, right? But on a beautiful, the sky is beautiful up there today. It's not raining. There's no clouds in the sky. It would be a lovely day to be outside and quilting.
Right.
My question after I posted that to myself was, how many times
did you walk in and out?
How many days have I put that sign that way? Probably a lot, because up until today, I've never noticed that I've ever had it facing the wrong direction. So it's like, welcome, go away.
Yeah.
Go away. I'm open, go that way. Don't come in the door. Go sit on the grass.
Yeah. Just tell me you're here. I'll come out to you. It'll be great.
Oh my goodness. I don't know how I make it through a day sometimes.
I hear you.
Just I do dumb things. So.
But that's part of it too.
Right.
I mean, we all do things that we wish we hadn't done.
Yeah.
And sometimes I wish it was just the sign being backwards, because
that'd be simple.
I find when I do stuff like that, and let's be honest, it's me. Stuff like that happens every day. But then I start to question. It's like, how long? Well, that I put out every day. But I'll notice something all of a sudden, and then it's odd. And then I think,
how long has that been like that?
How long has that been like that? when did I do that? That's not supposed to look like that. And then I start questioning my whole life. Sometimes it's like, why did I do that? It turns into this big thing. So by the way, I did not change my sign. I left it like that and came in.
Good for you.
Good. Yay.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Perfect.
Hasn't stopped the people that came in today. So nobody said anything to me. So maybe they don't know it. They didn't notice it either.
So if you walk into to Tracy's store and it's bothering you, just turn it around and keep going in. Just turn it around.
That's funny.
Oh well, it's all good.
It's all good, right? You know, if we can't laugh at ourselves for some of this stuff, then it's, you know. And then the other thing,
adorable because it's something I would do. I was like, yes, Tracy is my people, which I do already. Which I do.
Derp-dee derp.
Then the other thing I'd say, if you are going to get on social media, if you are going to do some of this stuff, grow a thicker skin.
Oh, yeah. People are going to tell you things like, I don't like your hair.
Right.
Like, your nose is too big.
Mm-hmm.
Your eyes are too close together. I mean, I've gotten some really weird ones, guys. And I'm like, gee, thanks. You should think about doing something about your freckles. Seriously. Have you seen how many there are? That's not happening. Right. I'm like, yeah.
Just
and I'm like,
on by people. Just keep on scrolling.
They will say very personal things. And you just have to go, okay, great. And keep going. Like, okay, thank you so much.
I don't respond. I don't
respond to those. Those I
go
don't
right by. It's like what you just said absolutely has zero.
Oh, I hide them all day long.
My video or the topic or any of it.
Mm-hmm.
I will respond back if it's anything quilting related, or if somebody just says hi, or people that seem to be being nice, I will respond back to.
Right.
But yeah, if it's a personal attack, I'm just not going to give you any more fuel.
Well, and we also have to protect, there's creepsters out there. When you are on Facebook, you better have several people to be on your admin. I will say my daughter saves our rear end more times than not because she is at home with the kiddos, but she has access to our Facebook and she will hide. Some of the creepsters will go through and do response after response to the ladies going, I want to be your friend. Would you like to be my friend? I mean,
I don't even think that's a real person. I think that's a bot.
It's a bot.
It totally is a bot, but I still hide them and, still try to protect my people as much as possible.
And they'll message you too. So like those same, like I get all these people in uniforms that say they're in the U.S. Army and I look at them and go,
yes,
that's a Russian uniform.
You're so pretty. I got one. You're so pretty. So Are you married?
Yeah, that's a
bot.
Yeah. And that is just delete. Yeah.
And I guarantee you, whoever's behind that bot don't look like the picture. Just saying.
Right.
So, my husband and I will look at the uniform and go, he's not in the U.S. Army. That's not a U.S. Army uniform, And we're trying to figure out what country they are because we're like, this isn't U.S. Why is he saying he's a U.S. employee?
No. It's not. It's not maybe an idiot or a bot.
2 years old, and it's a picture of a 22-year-old. You're looking at it going, sweetie, you don't look that good.
So the advice there, if you're on social media, learn the tools that help you to protect your social media. Don't click answer emails saying, this is Meta saying you have a violation because that's usually some business.
Yeah. If you look at the return address and it says it's from like FedEx and it doesn't say FedEx.com, it's not from FedEx.
No, so that's a whole rabbit hole.
Right.
Yeah. Don't click on anything, any links that you weren't expecting to get in, especially on Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger.
Yes.
Because it will send something out to all of your friends.
Yeah. Yes.
Like the ones that look who I just found out passed away, or are you in this video?
Oh, those things don't ever click on
those.
No. So-and-so just died.
If you've got a friend on Facebook, even if you don't speak to them very often, and all of a sudden you get a message from them and it says, hi, how are you doing? Don't reply because that's not your friend. That's somebody who's managed to get their way into their
account or has spoofed their account.
spoof it or copy it or do whatever. And you think it's coming from them, but it's not. So how are you doing today is not your friend. They'd say, yo, hey, what's up?
Yeah. Haven't spoken to you in forever. Worried about you.
Or something. You know, it's not going to be, hi, how are you today? Or how are you doing? That's what it says. How are you doing?
And typically a friend is going to put something in context too, right? Because they're going to go, oh my gosh, I was driving down the street and I saw X and I thought of you and I wanted a message, right? There's going to be some context there usually if it's a friend.
Or, oh my God, I went to Whirls and Swirls and their arrow that says they were open was pointing to the grass.
Direction.
That girl doesn't know her left from her right.
Yeah, or it'll just be a picture of your front door. Tracy, your arrow's the wrong way. Tracy, your arrow's.
The funny thing is the arrow on the other side is pointing to the grass too.
Well, of course, they're going the same direction. Of course it is.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, I think we kind of gave people a little idea that you can go to your guild, you can do emails, you can do gift cards, you can do referrals, Facebook.
Loyalty systems or loyalty systems.
Loyalty, yeah.
I'd
like to be royal someday too.
Friends to refer, people. Yeah, I want to be royalty. We all need crowns one day. That's you're going to come in, and one day we're all going to have on Burger King crowns. It's going to happen. It's the only crowns we can afford. The free ones.
Free ones. Do they still give those out? I haven't been to the Burger King in a long time.
My gut is they still have them behind the counter for kids if they ask for them. It's a big part of their culture. So
right. Well, yeah, that's whole in the name, right? It's all in the name.
Yep.
Right. Well, I think we should wrap this up and say this was awesome hanging out with you ladies as usual. Love it.
It was good.
And thanks to Susie for the suggestion on a topic.
Yeah, it's another one that we could probably dive into again and again and again. So it kind of now that we just talked about it, Facebook and Instagram heard us, and so they're going to change some of their algorithms.
Absolutely.
Or we're going to come up in some gamers feed that's like, why are these old ladies talking about the Facebook algorithm? Why are these old? But that's okay too. That's okay.
The old ladies.
Speaking of that, did you watch Karen McTavish's video the other day? She did one where she's on an angler show. They were talking about McTavishing quilting on an angler show.
Like a muskie. She fishes for a fish like it's called muskie.
Muskie, yeah. I saw the post. I saw the picture of her with the fish because I showed Eric.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Well, then she was the video is really cute. It's on Instagram. That she's playing the video in the background, the voice in the background, listening to the replay, and they were saying that they were trying to say what city she was in, and so she's correcting them, and she's like putting up these cute little videos, and she's doing her thing. It's super cute. It is.
They're clueless, but they're trying.
Yeah, the point is, she was on a fishing channel as McTavishing Quilting made it to a fishing channel. That's so awesome.
We are going mainstream. Quilting is going mainstream.
I hope she watches this. Because it's so fabulous. And she has little diagrams, and she's like, she never says one word. You're just listening to the guys talk, and she just puts up little things.
Now I need to go find that and watch it.
Yeah.
Jacob and I were watching it. We were just laughing. It's awesome. So
cool.
All right, guys. Now I want everybody to go check out McTavishing Quilting, and you'll see what
on Instagram and see Karen's video. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, guys. You have a fabulous rest of your day.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Perfect. Bye, guys.
Bye.